A special National Investigation Agency court is going to pronounce the quantum of punishment awarded to Kashmiri Separatist leader Yasin Malik, who has been convicted in a terror funding case a few days ago. On May 19, special judge had posted the matter for the 25th to hear arguments regarding the quantum of punishment for the offences levelled against Malik. The court had directed NI authorities to assess his financial situation in connection with the terror funding case prior to today's hearing. There's also a partial shutdown in Srinagar ahead of this verdict. So a big verdict expected there. Let's go across to our reporters. Neeta joins us from Delhi, Nazir from Srinagar. Neeta, first do you tell us what's expected today?
Gargi, the quantum of punishment is to be decided upon by the Delhi NIA court. The court will decide only after hearing the arguments from both the sides. Last time the court had asked the lawyer of Mr. Yasin Malik to go and, try to find out from him his socio-economic conditions, and also NIA to file an affidavit about what all finances were investigated, how deep were his pockets. This is needed because we are being told, as per his lawyer, because the court needs to decide on the quantum of punishment and also, put a fine on Mr. Yasin Malik. The case against him was registered 5 years back on 30th May 2017. Serious charges were invoked by NIA. They said that Yasin Malik, along with other Hurriyat leaders, had formed a joint resistance leadership in which they were calling upon youngsters to hold protests, demonstrations, hartals, shutdowns and road blockades. And also, he was also involved in cross-LOC trade. The charge sheet was filed against Mr. Yasin Malik in 2018. Last time he pleaded guilty, to which the court again, asked him whether he understands the consequences of the decision that he is taking. In fact, the court also asked a lawyer to go and meet him in the jail and explain to him exactly what his decision would mean for him in the future legally. But he stuck to his stance and he pleaded guilty. Today, after hearing both the sides, NIA and also his behalf, the quantum of punishment would be decided upon. Gargi?
All right, Neeta, so that quantum of punishment will be decided today. That's what's expected. Let's go across to Nazir, who joins us from Srinagar. And Nazir, in reaction to this verdict that's expected, a partial shutdown in Srinagar?
Yeah, exactly, Gargi. In anticipation of the verdict and the quantum of punishment which the court will deliver against Yasin Malik today, there's a shutdown in Srinagar, and it's almost spontaneous shutdown. No group has called for shutdown. At least there's no such call in local newspapers or the local media. Yet we see shops are closed, but traffic is moving normally. Shops and business establishments are closed. We're here at Lal Chowk. You can see this is here at Lal Chowk. Security, as usual, very high, but this time there's more security because this has today taken the security establishment by surprise. Because the way it has happened, for last over 2 years, no shutdown was being allowed because no separatist group was calling for a shutdown. They were literally decimated. Center came down heavily on separatist groups. They had literally shut their shops. No one could, call for a shutdown, even those who have not been jailed. The rest of the separatists like Yasin Malik are jailed. So Yasin Malik did not contest the charges which were leveled against him, which included terror funding, separatism, propagating secessionism. And it is an open thing that Yasin Malik is a separatist. He was propagating separatism. He was mobilizing people for the secessionist activities, calling for shutdown. And today, when the verdict is there, there's a shutdown. Against that, he has been convicted of those charges, but today would be the quantum of punishment. But today's shutdown has surprised many because there's no separate group visibly working here. But as Lieutenant Governor 2 days back talking to the Kashmiri Pandits and said the ecosystem of separatism is so deep that you don't even trust your shadow, and you don't know whether even when he was talking there would be someone who would be passing on that message to his handlers. Having said that, it also shows the support base of the separatism, regardless of it is demonstrative and it is dormant right now. But this shutdown is clearly a message to the government. Last time, whenever there was a shutdown for last few days, shopkeepers were forced to, open their shops. But one thing is very clear. Let me show you. Public transport and private transport is moving almost normally. It is less than what is usually used to be. But Vehicles are moving almost normally, but as you can see, shops are closed, and the security is on high alert today. Not only here, but also in downtown and other parts of the valley, ahead of the verdict and the quantum of punishment which the NIA court is going to deliver in Delhi today.